Hello friends, this is Smita and our today's TallyPrime topic is Bill of Material. Today we will learn what is meant by BOM, Bill of Material, how it is used, what are the steps for creating BOM, and also we will learn the markup price which is related to this topic. So let's start with Bill of Material. The production recipe or the product structure, assembly components, those are required for producing or assembling the goods is known as bill of material. It means if we are the manufacturer of the product, the raw materials we use for for producing that finished products. So the list of raw materials used for that finished product is known as a bill of material of that finished product. So it is a list of items required to create a product and the instruction on how to assemble that product. So let's start with the example. Let's learn with this example. Suppose we are the manufacturer of desktop computers, and for that we purchase raw materials like motherboard, processor, hard disk, all these things, etc., etc., etc. And these raw materials are used for creating, manufacturing, or assembling one desktop computer. So for us, desktop computer is our finished product, and the materials used or the components or the products used for making the finished product are our raw materials. So for us, for this desktop computer, our BOM consists of all these raw materials. So this is known as a bill of material. It is a list of all the products. It is the list of items required to create a product, and the instruction how to assemble those products is known as a bill of material. So there are different types of bill of material. You can assemble the products for creating finished goods, or configuration is made for that production of finished products. So it can be assembly bill of material, configurable bill of material. There might be a single level bill of material, or there might be number of levels, or you can say multi-level bill of material. Means for producing one finished product, we need to create semi-finished products also. So for that, first we have to create the BOM for semi-finished products, and then for the BOM for the finished products. So multi-level BOM is also there. Engineering BOM is there. Manufacturing BOM is there. If engineering products are used or manufacturing of the products is given, so it is known as a bill of material. If in the service industry, service BOM is used. In sales department, sales BOM. So it can be a combo pack. We know the combo packs are available in the market. So it is a kind of sales BOM. So there are different types of BOM available, bill of material. So let's start with one example. As I discussed earlier, we are the manufacturer of desktop computers, and for that we buy all these products, as these are our raw materials: the motherboard, processor, hard disk, wire, cabinet, all these things. So for making one desktop computer, what we need: one motherboard, one processor, hard disk, RAM, mouse, keyboard, wire, cabinet, and monitor. All these one PCs are required, and wire we need is 2.5 meter. So how to create BOM in Tally? Steps for creating BOM in Tally. First, we have to configure the product, which is our finished products that we need to configure, where we can allow to add the component list of the stock items required for manufacturing that particular product. Then afterwards, we have to create a stock item list for that particular product, and then we need to create different ledgers. of direct expenses. Like you may the possibilities are we may incur labor charges for producing the finished products, electricity get charged, or rent, factory rent. So all these are the direct expenses which are also important for calculating the cost of that product produced. So all those direct expenses needs to be created, and then finally we pass the manufacturing entry where we assemble all the products, or we list out the products those are required for producing finished goods, and here we enter the number of finished goods we produce, and for producing those products the expenses incurred needs to be added. So these are the steps of BOM. So let's start with our example. First of all, we have to create all these raw materials. We will create one by one all the raw materials, and the grouping will be raw material for these products. So let's start. This is our company Royal Suppliers Limited, and we will create the raw materials. Stock item will be motherboard. Here we will create a new group known as raw materials. Should quantities to be added? Yes. And units will be numbers, unit of measurement. We don't want any alternate unit, and rest of the thing as it is. Like this we will create different raw materials. Processor is another raw material which we need for producing the one desktop computer. Hard disk, this is raw material. Numbers, okay. Next is RAM. Again, this is raw material. We will measure them in numbers. Mouse, this is raw material, grouped in raw material. Numbers, counted in numbers. Then keyboard, this is again raw material. Unit of measurement is numbers. Alternate unit not applicable. Cabinet is raw material. Numbers as a units. And monitor, this is again a raw material, and we will count them, measure them in numbers. And the last one is wire. We will create this product. See, this is different type of material which is measured in meters. So let's create wire. So again, this is raw material. We are grouping in raw material. Category not available. Units, we don't have this meter as a unit of measurement. We will create it. Either press Alt C or select this create button. This is symbol unit. So symbol will be MTR as meters. You can have the full form as meters. And yes, for meters, kg, liters, we must add 3 decimal places for the unit creation at the time of unit creation, as there are 3 decimal places in meters. Enter. Now, as it requires 2.5 meters, so to enter the decimal part, we also need the alternate unit, which will be a millimeter. So I will create alternate unit. If you don't have this option available at the time of item creation or alteration, just configure and you will find the alternate unit question. Use alternate unit, activate this question and control A, so that you will be allowed to enter the alternate unit. So I'm creating millimeter, millimeter, and this type of unit does not have any decimal places. Okay. Now as we have given main unit and then alternate unit, we must give the relation between both of them. So where 1000 mm is equals to 1 what, sorry, just a minute, here we have to select meters. Okay, so where 1000 mm is equals to 1 meter, enter. So this way we have created all the raw materials. Now we will create one desktop computer. So desktop computer, and this will be our finished product. So I will create new group as a finished products. Quantities to be added, yes. Now as this is our finished products, the first step we need to follow. At this stock creation or alteration window, we need to configure with F12. So let's open the same. So configuration, here we need to select allow component list in stock item. So allow component list in stock item, or you can have the provide unit, sorry, allow, just a minute. As my version is different, you might have this question in the configuration table. Set component list BOM in the stock. Yes. So I'm enabling this question. So unit of measurement will be in numbers. We will count them in numbers. And at this question, set components for BOM to TS. After entering yes, it will open new window where you have to provide a BOM, that is list of materials used for creating or manufacturing or assembling desktop computer. So name of BOM will be again desktop computer, or you can have LG or whatever, you can have the name of actual name of your product, and where again the third screen will appear where you have to give the list of all the raw materials. So BOM name is desktop computer, component of desktop computer, and we, if you want to create or assemble one desktop computer, so unit of manufacture will be one, enter. And for that we need one by one we will add all the materials. We need one motherboard, one processor, one hard disk, one motherboard. So select one motherboard, from which go down MG road, one motherboard, one hard disk from MG road. Then processor we need one, quantity one, MG road, one. RAM, mouse and keyboard, RAM from MG road, or you can have any other location. Mouse, MG road, one. Keyboard we need one from MG road, one. Next is wire. Wire we need 2.5 meters. So wire from MG road 2.5. See, it is showing 2500 mm, that is 2.5 500 meters. Then cabinet monitor. Cabinet from MG road 1, and then monitor from MG road 1. So this is how we can create the list of raw materials required for producing the finished product. Enter, 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 and press Ctrl A or press till the acceptance question. So this is how we have configured our finished products. Now Next, we need to create different ledgers for direct expenses. So what the type of expenses those are will arrive, we will create the things. Okay. So we have the question. We have manufactured or assembled 50 computers as on 2nd April 2023 and incurred following expenses: labor expenses and electricity expenses. So these two expenses will we need to create the ledgers for them in Tally. So labor expenses or labor charges. These are the direct expenses which we need to create, and then just create the ledger. And electricity expenses, direct expenses, as they are related to factory or go down expenses, direct expenses are. So let's start with the question. First of all, we will purchase the products. So go to purchase entry. Suppose on 1st of April we have purchased all the products. So supplier's invoice number is purchase 100. Party name, suppose we purchase for cash, or we can make from Balaji Traders. Purchase ledger we will use. One by one we will purchase all the materials. Motherboard, go down. In MG Road, go down. We have purchased 100 materials, 100 keyboards, which was for 12,000. Then processor at MG Road, go down. We will purchase all the items in 100 quantities. So processor is for 7,500. I'm just taking the example. The price or the rates are not matching to the real purchases. Not applicable. MG Road. This is hard disk. So hard disk rate is 7,000. So we purchased 100 quantities at the rate of 7,000 per piece. Then RAM, RAM of 500 rupees at NG Road, 100 quantity, 500 per piece or per numbers. Then mouse. So at MG Road, 100 quantities we have purchased at the rate of 200 per one mouse. Then we have purchased keyboard. Again at MG Road, we will store it at MG Road. 100 numbers we have purchased at the rate of 400 per keyboard. Then wire at MG Road. Suppose we have purchased 1000 meters of wire at the rate of 50 per meter. So 50,000 amount for wire. Cabinet, we have purchased 100 cabinets at MG Road, go down. 100 cabinets at the rate of 6,600. And then monitor at MG Road, go down. We have purchased 100 quantity at the rate of 4,000. Let's see, 4,800. So this is how we have we have purchased all the materials those are required for for creating the or assembling, manufacturing the desktop computers. So this is our purchase bill, being goods purchased, enter. Now the next part is our manufacturing journal. Now we will create a manufacturing journal. Pass manufacturing journal entry, Alt F7, and then change it to manufacturing journal. Let's start. So we are at gateway of Tally. Now select voucher. Now change it to F7. Here we have to press Alt F7, Alt and F7, and then next step is you have to change this mode. At this time we can enter only the stock journal, but we need to create the manufacturing journal. So for that we need to change the mode. So press Ctrl H from your keyboard, or you can press this button, change mode, and select use manufacturing journal. So this is the manufacturing journal. Now the question is, we have manufactured 50 computers on 2nd April. So let's first manufacture 50 computers. So date will be 2nd April. Name of the product will be, just press spacebar and select the name of your computer, final or finished product. Now it is asking for the godown where we will create. See, when you have selected this desktop computer, it has listed out the component list. So we need for creating manufacturing desktop computer. We need all these raw materials. Now where we will manufacture this finished product? At MG Road. And how much quantity we are producing? This is the list of material for producing one desktop PC, desktop computer. Suppose the question says we have assembled 50 computers, so quantity will be 50. When I press enter, it will show the list of components required for 50 desktop computers. See, for manufacturing one desktop PC, we need one motherboard and all these things. Only one piece was required. But as we have produced 50 materials, 50 desktop computers, we need all these materials in 50 numbers. And along with that, wire will be 125 meter, because per per desktop computer, we need 2.5 meter of wire. So for producing 50 PCs, we need 125 meters of wire. Okay. Along with this, we incurred following expenses. We incurred labor charges, 1000 rupees. So this is the list of component. Just press enter till the list completes, till the list ends, and the cursor is on now the co-product or byproduct. Suppose while producing this finished product, if any byproducts gets produced, here there will be a list of items those gets produced. So we have no byproduct for this manufacturing process. I will just press enter once again, and now here we need to add the cost incurred for producing the finished product. So first is labor. Just press spacebar for the list of ledgers, or you can have, if you don't have your ledger, you can create from here also. So I have the ledger, labor charges. Again, if the percentage is given, you need to enter the percentage rate. Otherwise, if the amount is given, just press enter once again and fill up the amount. Next is electricity bill. Electricity bill 10% of the total cost. So electricity, I have the ledger electricity expenses, and now it is given that 10% of the total cost. So total cost of material is, see, the list of component is available with the quantity, rate and the amount. So total cost of the material is 16 lakh 56,250. So based on this cost of material, electricity will be 10% of the cost. See, So the 10% of the cost is 1,65,625. So this is how total material cost get added with the extra charges. So if you go through this manufacturing journal, you will find total additional cost of 1,66,625. That is electricity expenses as well as labor charges. So effective cost of this manufacturing journal is 18,22,875. So as we are producing 50 computers, the rate or the effective rate of the item will be 36,475.50 rupees. So the cost per computer is 36,457.50. So this is how we can arrive the costing per unit produced. So suppose if we want to make profit of 25% on this cost, what we have to do? Just open the calculator. I'm pressing Ctrl N, enter the amount of per piece manufactured, the cost of finished products per piece, that is 36,457.20, and here I will calculate 25%. Suppose I am expecting 25% profit, so 25%, enter. So amount of profit should be 9,114. So I will add up this amount to the cost. So 36,457.20. So the amount should be 45,571.50 as a selling price. So we arrives at the selling price where we can enjoy 25% of profit on the total cost. So I am just copying this amount and again press Ctrl N. I am in the manufacturing journal. Just press enter, enter, and give the narration at the end. Being goods manufactured, enter. So this is how we can manufacture the goods. Just go to stock journal or stock summary. We need to check the rate for our finished product. So this is our finished product good group, and for one desktop computer we are having the cost of goods is 36,457.50. So we incurred 36,457 as a cost for producing one PC. Now the next part is markup price. Markup price means the amount which is having the cost as well as profit amount. So markup price is nothing but the profit amount. It can also be considered as the difference between the cost of product and the services we sell. Markup price is added to the cost of goods sold incurred by or the services incurred by the producer. So for us, our markup price is 45,571. So suppose we are suppose we will sell 5 PCs. So let's open the voucher, open sales voucher. Suppose on 1st of May, we are selling 5 PCs for cash. Select cash as a party detail. No price level available. Sales and desktop computer. We have 50 computers at our MG Road godown. So we are selling 5. So what will be the rate? The rate will be that we have calculated using the markup price. So this will be our rate 45,571.50, or we can round up to 45,600. 45,600. So just press Ctrl N. 45,600 will be our selling price. So this will be our markup price for the desktop computer being goods sold. So this is what the BOM is, bill of material is. It is the recipe or the product structure or assembly of the component list used for producing the final product. And for that, we need to alter the finished product with the configuration where we can enter the list of components used for that product, for producing that finished product. We also need to have different direct expense ledgers where which are used for creating the manufacturing journal. And then after adding all the components and the cost of goods produced, we can find out the markup price, or we can say we can find out the markup price of goods that is produced. So in this we can find, we have entered on 2nd of May. So I'm just entering the date, that is 2nd April. We have created the stock journal on 2nd April. So we book where stock journal is. So our markup price will be added to the cost of goods produced. So 36,457 is our cost of goods sold. In that we will add 25%, 20% as a profit, and then we will arrive at the figure which can be used as a selling price. So just go through the topic, practice the same, and create manufacturing journal, find out the markup price along with the profit that you are expecting from the sales. So thank you for this day. Thank you.